Real talk with Relly B. Real talk with Relly B.
What's up, y'all? I am Relly B, and this is Real Talk with Relly. Today's guest now. Your name is in every place
That's a fact.
or conversation that you're not in. Like, you're not even there.
Yeah.
I did a whole episode. They're like, "Oh, you should have Asaka on the episode." And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow. That's beautiful though.
this is Asaka,
I got
the
it.
Renegade.
You know,
Okay?
appreciate you having me.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
You a busy man.
I am.
You got a whole schedule. And you took the time off a little on me.
Of course. Now come on.
So I start each interview off the same way. Who are you? What do you do? Because the people that watch don't be knowing. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Fair
so
enough.
I try to help them so they know who they looking at.
Yeah, of course. All right, so I'm AsakaTheRenegade, of course. In the technical sense, I'm a rapper, but I like to use the term artist because I'm multifaceted, if you will. I sing, you know what I'm saying, dancer, pianist, you know, just a bunch of everything. Started about 10 years ago, really like dabbling into music. And really just been at it ever since for real. You, I mean, you know, but everybody else don't know that I was a dancer before anything.
That's where I know you from, dancing.
Exactly, that's what I'm
So
saying.
when I think the first song was You in the Shot. It was like a Valentine's Day song, maybe
Yeah, I
around
know.
2016 or something. A long time ago. I was like, this is who on this song? I'm like, wait a minute. Because I know you from, like you said, we did perform together, you dance. And that threw me off. Like, oh, he an artist. He's singing, he rapping. Like, wait a minute. Okay, cool. So, like, describe your childhood. Like, what's a soccer childhood like?
All right, so I'm from Parkside. You know, Center Vision. I grew up kind of like in between, like staying with my moms and staying with my pops. But I really just was typical, you know, hood stuff. Pretty much that I feel like everybody kind of go through. I was real adamant on artistic value, like, even as a child. Like I was like in a glee club, like I had like a dance team in like fourth grade. Like
Really?
then like you know what I'm saying. Then like kind of dabbling in arts always, but I never like thought that I would take it serious one day, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So my whole childhood really just been consistent of like kind of building my creativity.
Okay. Did you go to an art school, like
I
elementary?
went to Addison Oakland Public School Academy in Fairfield.
You should have came over there to me. I was at Marvin L. Winans Academy of Performing Arts. Strictly orchestra, everything else. So you definitely should have came over there. But
I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think my parents knew for real. Like they knew, but like
they
I don't
didn't
think
know.
they, you know what
they
I'm
probably
saying?
weren't taking you serious, first of all. Like,
No,
okay.
they always like they was always fascinated, but
Really?
it was never like okay, he's gonna do this when he get older. It was never like that, but it was always there. Like oh, you know what I'm saying?
You got a little something
It
here.
was like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what made you really want to get into music, though?
But, okay, so at first it was a habit. I hung around like a lot of people from Lathrop that was doing music at the time, and they kind of weren't really taking it serious. It was more so like kind of just something we did when we all hung out. And I never like got involved until one day I was like, man, you know, I was always doing poetry. So
Poetic.
yeah, but it was terrible. That wasn't my calling. But I said, all right, let me just try to rap on the beat. I was like 17, and we was at my boy Mike's house, and I was like, I'm gonna just try. And I kind of like read the room. Everyone was like, hold on,
He
like,
kinda
he's
sweet.
kind of nice. So I think that moment was like when it became a habit, like something to work on.
So you went at the table, like the lunchroom, beating on the table. And
But see, I was the one beating on the table. I wouldn't rap. I would just beat on the table. You
okay,
feel me?
so you probably like, oh, I like what they doing. Let me see.
You
if
feel me? I just
can.
wanted to try it. It really just turned into something I wanted to try. And then when I went to college, my freshman year, I was in HBCU Livingstone. And that's when I really like flourished musically because it was so many people that did so many things that I would be around. Music was like second nature. You know what I'm saying? Of course, on top of going to school. But that's when it really like turned into like, okay, I want to actually go for this. And then when I took it serious is when Sway in the morning brought his station here. And they were at Bob Classic Kicks. I tell this story all the time, but as it is, it's the defining moment where I was like, I'm gonna rap. Getting on this show was like a bucket list move of mine. So to have done it before I'd even started my career was like important because it was like if I don't get this stamp, I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got the stamp. Like he mind you, like it was live. You had to rap right then and there. It was
You
like a
weren't
2 hour
nervous?
No, because I was just like it's a make. I don't really get nervous when it comes to make or break because I'm very adamant on like results. So it's like if I was gonna make it, this was gonna let me know that I was gonna make it. If it wasn't for me, this was gonna make me put it down. You know what I'm saying? So once I got my little stamp and I got my, you know what I'm saying, I was like, all right, bet.
You're like, I'm in there now.
You feel me? So it kind of just went up from there.
Okay, cool. So we did go to school together, high school.
Yes.
But I was around you a lot at Eastern.
Yes.
Did you go to Eastern Michigan? Like, what was you doing?
All right, let me go on record and say this right now. I have never
oh my goodness
went to Eastern Michigan University.
And you know what's funny? I was looking through our DMs from when I first got to Eastern. And I was like, are you on campus? You like, nah, I don't go to Eastern. And I'm thinking like but then I used to see you there
performing all the time. I was never a student. Now, what I will say is I had way more pull than I probably should have had. So, because I had an organization up there. But I didn't
that's
go
what
there.
I was bringing up.
Exactly.
Tribe.
Yeah, I had Tribe up there.
Talk to
what
me
I would
about
do.
that.
So Tribe was, first of all, the name originally came from a friend of mine, Ayana. She came up with the acronym as Teacher Remember Inspiring and Being Explosive. And I asked her, like, you know, are you using that? And she, you know,
still that?
So I, you know, respectfully, after she gave me the blessing, I kind of named it that. And I started it actually in Livingstone, all the way in North Carolina. But I brought it home because it was so dysfunctional out there because it was the first time and it was too many, you know,
people,
you know, and everybody wanted to be a leader. There was too much going on. So when I got home, I kind of refined it, and that's when I started at Eastern with a couple people I ran into, Derek Jerome, Sidney K, my brother Zoo before he passed, of course. You know what I'm saying? Those are like we were like the heads of it. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I had entirely too much pull at that school. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had Derek sign, like, cause you know you had to like, I forgot.
I had 21 up there, so you had to sign the whole documents, pick your president, the co-president.
I would have him. He signed to have it
be an
actual organization, and I was the shadow president. Like he was the president on paper, but I was the actual head of the group.
So y'all was cheating. That's what y'all
like
was
them
doing.
up, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm up there working my little booty off, trying to get the people and get the treasurer because you needed all of that.
Yeah,
and but get the teacher to sign.
That's what I'm saying about pool because you got to think Derek Jerome was a pinnacle at Eastern within his own right. He was one of the best photographers out there. So he already had a lot of notoriety before I even got there, and then I was known as like. You know, the rapper is he be at all the shows.
All the shows.
You know what I'm saying?
And you don't even go to this school.
Not
It's
at all.
reminding me of Mean Girls when they be like, he don't even go here.
And they used to crack that joke every day. He
That
don't
is
even go
what
here.
it's
I used to hear
giving.
that every day. But it's like my talent spoke for itself. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, I was able to do a lot of things and obtain a lot of plugs at that school simply because people just liked my music and liked to see me perform and. You know, and then it was really over with when I was on DDT. That was really
and that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That's why I'm thinking that
you never went there.
Wow.
Never went there. I lived in the area for a while. That was it. I went to Washington for a second.
Crazy.
That was it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you talk about Tribe, you talk about Zeus, my little sister, Daz. How did that, who passed, by the way, sorry guys. How did that, Deja. How did you keep going after that? Because they were in your songs. And that was a crazy time. I grew up with her.
Oh, wow.
So I know she was in your organization, but I'm on the block with her
exactly
every day. So that was crazy. What make you still say, okay, I'm going to get up and still make music?
They were like very adamant on motivating me anyway. They were like two of the people that I was, especially like Zoo, I was a little bit in a different situation with Zoo because that's one of the things I was dealing with when I was out there at Eastern. Me and him were like homeless. So like, I don't mean like I got a friend couch to stay on. I mean like we were sleeping at like the bus station, like you know what I'm saying? And we would do what we have to do to eat or survive. So we just made it look good because we was at all the shows. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like everybody thought we went to the school. And, no, we were like at the transit station. You know what I'm saying? By the science center. It was by that
I know exactly what you're
by that
talking
Coney.
about. Mm-hmm.
We were over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had a different rapport with him than Dej, but both of them had the same effect on me because there was times where I wanted to quit. There was times where I was going through depression and suicidal thoughts and all type of stuff like that, and they will pull me out the fire every time. You know what I'm saying?
And that's your support. That was a great support. Yo, Tribe was very. That's one organization I can really say is they support each other like crazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact, and I feel like everybody that was true to supporting each other are still flourishing to this day because it's not that Tribe like just doesn't exist anymore because now I have Tribal Regime. That's kind of like my company
Look at you
now.
still.
Hey, come on now, got to. But Tribe, like the actual base of Tribe, like everybody that stayed true to themselves and supported each other is flourishing. And you know what I'm saying? Respectfully so, because we held each other together like a lot. A lot of people went through a lot of stuff, but we all was there for it. You know what I'm saying? You never really felt alone. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one thing I'll never take away from having Tribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm always be grateful about that.
As you should be. Okay, so talk to me about, you said you was homeless. How did it get to that point to where you're sleeping under, you said the train station, and then how did you get out of it?
It was a bus station down there by where P23.
Yeah, I'm talking about the train station. Jesus.
But see, that's the thing. Like there was like this train. I ain't never talked about this. There's this train track area behind Penn Place. It's like
it is, though. That's probably what I was just thinking of.
Yeah, so it's a train track area on the other side of Penn Place, and then there's like an abandoned, what was it, A side where the tracks, I think it went through both sides, but there was that abandoned building behind A side.
Yep, I know exactly.
So that's where we would be at, you know what I'm saying? And it got to that point, it was mostly pride. I took responsibility for that. It was, I know it was on some like, some stuff was it? Can I curse? Okay,
you can,
I know.
You can say
I've been trying to watch my words
want.
sometimes. Okay, yeah. No, there was some shit going on at the crib because I had come back. I had came back from school. I had to leave abruptly because some very wild shit, random wild shit had happened. And once I recovered, my parents immediately was like, "Yeah, you come home."
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. So it was like I wasn't ready to come home, but I understood because your child go through that, you gotta pull him out the goddamn school. You know what I'm saying? So. Just growing and just bumping heads with my moms, and it's like I was like, well, if I can't, then I'm just gonna stay outside.
Thought we was grown, like
you feel me? But I do respect the experience though because it really molded me into who I am today. Like, and I've always been mature. You know what I'm saying? But you can only obtain certain levels of maturity. You know what I'm saying? Without going through something for real. And I really needed to go through what I went through. As terrible as it was, I needed to go through it. You know what I mean? So
okay,
it just got to a point where it was like it was pride. I mean, there's a couple of things that was like wrong as far as like the opposite end of where my pride, clashed with, but it was mostly that. And Zoo was going through the exact same thing.
It's crazy how you can find somebody that
literally like we didn't even know. I think we did like 3 shows together. Then I think we was just trying to figure out where we was gonna sleep that night because we both was fucked up, and I was just like,
we'll figure it out together.
You mind if I crash too? He was like, no, I was about to do the same thing. We was like, well, damn, like, all right, well, look, it's a bus station over here. You know what I'm saying? And then that was it. So. Yeah.
Also, okay, so not to stay on the subject, but like clothes and stuff, like how did y'all really make that? Because you couldn't tell, so that's what's throwing me off. Like I seen you a lot.
That's a fact.
You drippy. You didn't look hungry. Like
I was.
How did?
Definitely was.
Wow.
So I had a bunch of stuff at my mother's house, like clothes and stuff like that. And I had originally been out there at Eastern because I was dating somebody, and she had her own little spot. So I'm not a leech. Like I don't like sitting on people's couch, and I'm not paying bills, this and that third. So I would take my stuff up there gradually, you know what I'm saying, because I was spending time with her, but I didn't stay there because it was like, I don't want to be no, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't working, you feel me? So it was like, I didn't want to be that guy. So I had clothes and shit. Like if I really wanted to not be prideful one day, I could easily just knock on her door and be like, hey baby, can I take a shower or something real quick?
Okay.
But I just couldn't bring myself to do that because I've pridefully felt like That's not being a man. You know what I'm saying? Being a man is, you
pride,
take care
y'all,
of
it
your,
is
it'll kill us.
pride.
It'll be the death of us if we let it. I refused. I absolutely refused to be a nigga lounged up on somebody's couch and ain't got this shit together. I didn't even feel comfortable being her boyfriend. Like,
And didn't have your stuff.
you feel me?
I
didn't like that at all. Like, I would much rather suffer on my own and get it by myself than be laid up with somebody and she working every day, she in school, and you got to come home to my bum ass. Nah, I'm not doing that.
did not know she didn't feel like that.
Absolutely, she didn't. She did not feel like that at all.
But it is, guys.
We got in arguments about that. Like,
y'all got a
nigga,
lot of
I
pride.
yeah, and I just was not going for it. I was just like,
Oh my god.
yeah. But so I had clothes and stuff like that, and Zoo was in the same predicament. I don't know if it was. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't know. Not he was dating somebody, but he had like a couple friends, and then we was hustling. So like we had a couple like trap houses and shit that we can put our stuff at and go in when it's not dirty. We can go in the shower. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't 50 niggas in there or, customers.
Y'all made it
we
work.
We just take a nap. You feel me? We just made it work. So it was like, we made it work. And then when we did what we had to do for money, we was just spending on food. You know what I'm saying? We would share clothes if need be, like whatever we did to make it work. But we made sure we looked presentable at all times.
And y'all did.
And we did. So that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it.
Okay. So let's get into music. You got a bunch of songs, first of all. But the one that I pulled out of my bag was Like You Miss Me. Ooh. Talk to me about that.
All right, so the whole space tape in general is like freestyle. I didn't write like 90% of that tape. Like You Miss Me is one of the first songs that I made specifically for the space tape. It just I like speaking from different perspectives, but in different ways. Because like everybody talks about like, you miss somebody and it's like, damn, like, pull up on me. But don't nobody like, all right, let's not act like we don't miss each other. You feel me? So it was that same
pride.
Period. And that's what I've gotten to learn about myself through my own music is like the more pride I remove from my music, the more personal it becomes and the more relatable it becomes because we all feel the same way. We just won't admit it. So I have no problem saying, hey, fuck me like you miss me. Like, stop playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, where it came from.
Okay, so I got just a little clip because I'm not going to give you all of it. You're going to have to go to YouTube and find it. But let's just play the little clip I do have of Like You Miss Me.
Yeah. Pull up on me, shawty, won't you slide? BB, you got me outside. Fuck me like you miss me, take your time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, pop it. Baby girl got options. You got all these niggas watching. You got all these niggas watching. Yeah, pop it. Baby girl got options. She got all these niggas watching. She got all these niggas watching. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little dancing going on in that video.
You feel me? I gotta get back in my bag.
And I was just about to say, so are we still dancing? Is it strictly music, or if World of Dance opportunity come for you to go perform, would you go?
So yes, we are still professional dancers. You know what I'm saying? Still a thing. It's just not my number one priority no more.
Okay.
And not to take away from dance. Me personally, I always felt like it was a ceiling. It's only so far I can go, and I know I know where I want to go. You feel me? So it's not that I don't dance. It's just that it's not my priority. But anytime World of Dance come by,
you go.
Yeah, we was at was it the last one? Like a year or two ago.
Was it Chicago?
No, it was here. I think.
Oh, really?
That was at. I think it was at Wall Lake.
Okay.
And
I probably seen it and didn't know that was World of Dance.
Probably it was like 2 years. We had on them blue sweaters. I was jitting terribly, but we was like,
it's all about terrible.
It wasn't terrible, but I'm not a jitter. Like I won't disrespect that community. I am not. I got a couple. Yeah, but I'm not. But yeah, no, we did that one, and then the year before that I did that one too. I think that was like 2 years ago now. But yeah, anytime World of Dance, yeah, I'm in there.
Okay, I feel that because I dance.
Of course.
I don't dance as much because my top goal was to background dance for artists. I'm 4'11" and a half. How far do you think I'm going to get with background.
You'd be surprised.
No, they normally look for the same type of girls. Then you got me. That's the how I'm here. So you know what? I just gave it up because I'm like.
But see, that's how I feel. I'm 6'5", bro. Who? You know what I'm saying?
It's more tall guys though than it is short, super short girls.
Okay, and not to toot my own horn. It's not a lot of 6'5" niggas that can really dance though. Like it'd be hard trying to match me with people because a lot of people can't dance at my height. It just look weird if you don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I, again, by the grace of God, but I can dance, I can freestyle and stuff like that. And that's the type of stuff they look for. It's very rare. And then it's like either they 6'5" and they don't dance nowhere near as good as me, or they 6'5" and they dance way better than I do. And it'd be like, all right, like,
we can't
well, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm real good with choreo too, though. So it's like, as long as it's a choreo match, it's fine, but it'd be hard. So that's what it was. Even when I was my first dancing gig, shout out my bro Zeus Irons. That was the first person like I really danced behind. It was me and Jahar. You know how tall Jahar is. Like, it was just weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
little.
we made it work though. And then Zeus in the middle. So it's like Jahar. And I think Zeus a little bit taller. So it'd be Jahar, Zeus, and then my tall ass. You know what I'm saying? But me and Jahar so sweet, it worked. So I was like, all right, bet.
So they ain't even thinking about the height. They looking at your moves.
But that height made a difference. It made a difference.
Oh,
and it's just
do you still dance with Sal?
Yeah, we all still whenever we can, because you know. Sal,
wait, first of all, let me put this in there. So,
let's talk about it.
Look, my nail popping off.
I'm screaming.
We talked about this behind. Listen, the show must go on.
Flat out.
So we did go to Lathrop together. Yeah. I had my dance group, Fab Five. Then it was the Blackout crew. So we didn't really go against you because you was gone. Yeah. But I ain't like y'all.
They tapped that ass, didn't they?
No.
They tapped that ass.
I didn't like y'all. So you do still dance with them now? Yeah,
them still. Like we have, everybody's in, different groups, and then we have more people and stuff now too. But yeah, we've been, especially like right after Lathrop, it was me, Marcel, and Jahar for the longest. So then we eventually grew, and now we still where we at now. And everybody kind of dance, in different fields within their own rights and stuff like that. But we all still.
Okay, I just was curious. I'm like, I don't really see you with him no more, so I was just trying to see if we
had he be on tour
or something. I'm playing.
Nah, Sal be on tour all the time.
Okay. He with the clowns.
Fresh the Clowns. With Universal Circus.
Fresh
the Clowns. He's with Fresh. He's on the Universal Circus, so he really
Oh my goodness. Okay. So music. You say you write your own songs. Mostly freestyle though, I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Why? Let's see, I don't know how to put it. What do you think is keeping you from getting all the way to the top though? Because you write some dope, like you got dope songs.
Thank you.
You welcome.
For a long time, it was me not wanting to be there yet because I'm very big on like living in reality of my situation. And whereas I'm an artist, and of course I feel like I'm the hottest rapper, like bar for bar, songs, singing, whatever they come to, I'm killing everybody. That's how I'm supposed to feel though.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, you know what I'm saying, I knew that there were steps I needed to take to become the artist that will fill that spot. And I wasn't there yet. I didn't feel like I was there until not the Space Tape, the most recent project, but the one last year, Duality. When I finished that, I said, okay, now it's time to actually start moving up and pushing forward.
Okay.
And that's when it started going up for real. You know what I'm saying? When I started applying it, like, okay, now let's do it. So I really had to just find myself and solidify my sound before I put myself out there all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Have any labels reached out?
Yeah, a couple. I'm turning on a couple.
Would you work with anybody though? Like any labels? Or
yeah, I mean, my thing is because I'm not gonna sit here and defend deals. But long as you know what's going on, and you know how to work your way through your deal, and you are completely aware of everything, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it, especially like if you coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell a nigga who was homeless that $100,000 don't, you know what I'm saying? But it's all subjective. It's all what works for you. So I would definitely work with a label, but these labels got to stop talking to me like I don't know what the fuck going on. That's my only problem.
So you did your research, so you know. Yeah. So they got to come correct. Or
that's what I'm saying. Like they absolutely have to come correct because, again, reality situation. I'm not a superstar yet. I'm on my way. I know I'm going to be one of the biggest artists ever.
That's why I had to have you real quick before you blow up on me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Before you blow up on me and be like, I ain't got time.
Real talk with who? Like, no, but I know one day I'm gonna be like, genuinely. I know in my spirit, I know in my faith, I'm gonna be there. And you know, I also know that I'm not there yet, so I'm not expecting no $1 million deal. I don't even want no $1 million deal. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all gonna come with $100,000 and take my masters, y'all got me fucked up. Like, we got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I work with a label. They just got to come correct. But I done turned down 3 deals so far.
Oh, they want you.
And I'm working my way to another one as we speak. But I'm trying to see what they talking about before I even waste the time. But yeah,
I feel it. I feel it. Okay, so on this show we play games.
Ooh, Jesus.
It ain't even nothing like that. I promise. I'ma just ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
Easy questions. It ain't nothing crazy. Try not to think of the answer too
Don't
long.
give me no
just
Zodiac. What time were you born?
No.
I don't know. No, I'm talking
it ain't
shit.
none of that.
Okay.
So let's see. Do you write music for others?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Would you rather text or have phone conversations?
Phone. Jesus Christ. The phone.
Really?
I
am such a texter. Like, please don't call me.
I am terrible, and I know it's me. I know it's always me because I'm texting. My attention span with text messages is like a squirrel. Like, I can't do it because I'm doing 100 things at once.
You would rather sit on the phone and talk though?
Yeah, because it's way quicker to text. You gotta think a text conversation. We gonna text all day. We can just talk on the phone for 10 minutes, and you can say everything you're gonna say in this text message, and then boom, that's good.
Please don't call me. Would you rather be in the studio or on stage performing?
That's a good one. On stage performing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that though, because you're a performer. Some people I know that would be like, in the studio making music all day.
Yeah.
But
I'd much rather be on stage. I would record a new song on stage if I could. Like, I'd much rather be on stage.
Got it. Let's see.
I love them both though. Let me just say that.
I understand because I do be seeing you on the gram.
You know what I'm saying? At the crib.
I see it. Let's see. We in your business now. Single or taken?
Single.
So remember before we started, I said I couldn't find no tea on you. But let me tell you, you had me in some messed up situations up at Eastern.
I had you in some messed up
situations. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's crazy.
Not to put your business out there, but I ain't gonna name drop. It was one girl saying she was with you, and then I go to another girl that they was with you too. So you the man.
Listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between them and God. I don't know what
you the
that
man.
is between them and God.
I am not gonna name drop. I used to just be sitting there like.
People still do. I just left event last night, and apparently I had a girlfriend. I don't know when that happened. I go to bed by myself. My dog sleeps on the other side of my bed. When did I get in a relationship? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm dating myself, and I do have, you know what I'm saying, like, something I'm working on. You feel me? But I ain't relaxed. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
You said it here first.
You know?
Rapping or singing?
Rapping.
Your favorite Detroit artist right now?
Royce the 5'9".
Okay. Favorite celebrity artist? If I said that right.
I mean, Royce is a celebrity, but
yeah.
Damn.
Okay, well, we could say him. Let's switch it to favorite local Detroit artist.
Favorite local Detroit artist? I gotta go with. I'm not gonna pick nobody in the gang because that's cheating because they are my favorite. Damn, that's a tough one too. I gotta go with vice versa. Them my favorite right now.
Okay.
I gotta go with my boys. But
got it.
Them niggas got it.
Okay, a fear that you have.
A fear that I have, dying before I do what I'm supposed to
do. I like that one. Okay, a greatest accomplishment.
Throwing my first concert at a club that I opened up for a major artist for, J-Rock from TDE, and throwing my own concert the very next year, the first one, and selling out.
I did hear about that. I don't know where I was at, but
you see what I'm saying?
I don't know where I was at, but I'm definitely at the next one.
Oh yeah, we getting that together right now too.
Okay,
but cool. Yeah, that was my biggest accomplishment.
Well, speaking of that, so we about to wrap things up, but anything coming out when it's the next concert?
Oh yeah, so I didn't put the details up for the next concert yet. We're actually working on it. I'm trying to make sure we do.
We can't get the tea here first. I
will say, I would say I got a couple special guests that'll be headlining with me.
Okay.
And a couple surprises. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. But I'm
We'll
still getting the
get
details
that.
together my damn self. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? What I will give y'all, though, that I haven't talked about is the deluxe for my space tape. Will be dropping very soon.
So I am getting a little
You know what I'm
tea.
saying? I'm working on it right now, trying to get a couple features together.
Can we name drop any features?
I name drop one because it was funny because she gonna see this and be like, "What the fuck?" 'Cause she don't even know that she's about to be on this project. But Asia, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Let me tell you about you and Asia. Y'all talk about each other and don't even.
That's my dog. I mean, I love her, man. She is a genuine spirit. She's so talented. And it's like I've only known her for so long, but I feel like I can identify with her progress. Like,
yeah.
It's amazing. And then she supports the shit out of me.
Definitely
So
a dope soul.
I love
but
it.
she definitely was name dropping, telling them what artists to bring on. I'm like, hey, he coming. He coming.
I already talked to him. Like, nah, that's my
Okay,
dog.
so anything else? Any shout outs or anything you want to throw out there?
Shout out to the regime. You know what I'm saying? Shout out gang. Feel me? Hi mom. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
You can say whatever
Right,
you want. Whatever
nah,
you
shout
got.
out to the fan, man. Shout out Blue. Shout out LaDon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Pops. Shout out Moms. Yeah, that's a bar. I'm right there.
I see you. Okay.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that deluxe, man. Be on the lookout for that deluxe. Y'all stay tuned for this concert.
Tell me.
I can say this because
What?
I actually ain't even announced this yet. So here you go.
Oh, look at me.
August 15th, AsakaTheRenegade, Jay Holiday.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared of that one.
You feel me?
Oh.
I'm on the roll right now. We went from Vito,
Yikes.
Pleasure P, Danny Lay.
Oh, my
you feel
God,
me?
yeah.
PNB Rock coming in September. I'm on that too, so y'all pay attention to that.
I got you just in time.
Yeah,
huh?
you did.
I got you just in time.
August 15th, man. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets, man. Fashion show. Jay Holiday will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? And so will your boy.
Okay, well, we need to hurry up because my nails are still over here popping off. Yours, we at 3. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
It was so good to have you on here. The struggle is real, and until the next episode, y'all. Bye.
Real talk.